Hi, this is Kaylee with In-Situ. Today I'll be showing you how to use one of these solid-state calibrators to check and calibrate your fluorometer sensors. These solid-state calibrators are a great alternative to using costly calibration solutions, and they're more environmentally friendly. We recommend sending your sensor in for factory maintenance at least once a year, but you can also perform your own cleaning and calibration if your operating procedures require it, or if you notice that the sensor readings are fluctuating, displaying errors, or slow to respond. Grab the supplies on this table and let's get started. We'll start by cleaning the sensor. Remove the restrictor, and then rinse the sensor with clean water into a waste container. Rinse it thoroughly to remove any residue from deployment. And then dry the sensor off using a lens cloth or other soft cloth. Never use anything abrasive that could scratch the lenses. If you find that more thorough cleaning is needed, you can remove the sensor and soak it in dish soap and warm water, then brush it with a soft bristle brush. If there is hard fouling that needs to be removed, soak the sensor in dilute vinegar and then scrub it with a soft bristle brush. Repeat either of these processes as needed. Never use solvents or abrasives that could scratch the lenses. If you remove the sensor for cleaning, reinstall it in the instrument now and dry it with your lens cloth or other soft cloth. Inspect the lenses for any scratches. If you notice any scratches and your sensor is not calibrating properly, you may need to replace your sensor. All of In-Situ's fluorometers are rigorously tested and calibrated for linearity across their full range, and they don't tend to drift over time. This means that there's no need for user calibration unless you have operating procedures or protocols that require it, or if you notice sensor drift. If you'd like to calibrate or check your sensor with your solid-state calibrator, reinstall the restrictor in calibration mode with the holes toward the center of the instrument. Now it's time to open our VuSitu mobile app and connect to the instrument. We can check whether our fluorometer is reading properly by going into Live Readings. Then you can remove the solid-state calibrator from its cap and place it in the end of the restrictor. The fluorescence reading should match the value on top of the solid-state calibrator. We can perform a user calibration by going back to the home screen and then selecting Calibrations. Choose the calibration for your fluorometer, then tap Next. Place the solid-state calibrator in the top of the restrictor, and then start the calibration. Enter the value that's printed on top of the solid-state calibrator. Wait for the calibration to stabilize. When the calibration has stabilized, tap Accept. After calibration, you can view the calibration report for the completed calibration. You can also restore calibration defaults under the Instrument Settings menu to return to the last factory calibration. Your fluorometer is now calibrated and ready to be deployed. Fluorometers can be stored wet or dry depending on the other sensors you have installed. And when you're ready to deploy the instrument, don't forget to flip the restrictor back into deployment mode with the holes away from the center of the instrument and reinstall the end cap. We hope you found this tutorial helpful. For more information, check out the links in the video description to access our manuals, FAQs, and more. And as always, our friendly support team is available 24/7 to assist you at 1-970-498-1500, option 2.